Get ready for the ultimate adrenaline rush. Join us as we count down the 10 craziest Phill Hellmuth blow-ups you must see. Brace yourself for jaw-dropping bluffs, crazy rages, and moments that will leave you speechless. Don't blink, because you won't want to miss a second of this
Cool.
poker spectacle.
There's so many chances of sticking someone out and nobody can
Pass.
go.
It'll be pretty deep by the time I land it away though. It'll be like level 5.
Cool.
What does 1 point guarantee in the
And look at this. This is so interesting. Phill has nothing to lose. He's in second. Devilfish and Yuha both have to win, and they're in the top 3 as well. And it's all very bunched up. So this is very interesting for Vicky Corin, who I'm sure is back in the green room watching, as she's watching her worst nightmare play out as well.
60,000.
All right, I raised 20. I'll go with you. Let's go.
Wow.
I can only promise you if I put this 20 in, I'm putting a lot in, so
Cool.
do whatever shit you want to do.
And Devilfish is calling with the jack high here, hoping
You
to
like
hit
enjoying
something.
this, Ron?
I can't imagine Tony folding.
Get priced in.
He loves
I am
these three-way
priced in.
pots.
I can't
See,
do
he's
anything.
He's saying he's pot stuck.
Spans at home.
You shove, I'll shove, and we'll race it.
I can't show. Not much to show. With
I
this.
was going to come too.
I know you were going to come.
Spans at home.
That was my chance to win the tournament there.
I think you have like a 10 jack suited.
Go on, Devilfish.
Is that a check?
You know, and Phill may very well be thinking, well, Devilfish doesn't have any of that.
Wow.
Does he
chicken,
have
huh?
to protect his hand here, or is he worried about a trap?
You know, I think his chips are going in the pot anyway. I mean, I can see a justification for a check, but with that kind of board where
on.
it's exactly. I mean, I think he's just got to go ahead and push it in.
10 jacks.
I actually believe you.
I might actually believe you will. Well, Phill, you
do about
you
it?
can't really beat very much, so you might want to think about
I
believing
probably
him.
should have moved in myself.
That would have won the pot. So it looks like Devilfish is probably going to expand his lead here. Unlikely that Phill will call.
I don't think I can call it off with ace high here.
Let a bit of steam out.
Huh? Steam? Well, let's see, last year you called 20 more with the jack 9 and moved in.
Very good read,
If I
by
had
the
ace
way.
king, I've already called you though.
Yeah? Well, do you
Right
think
here.
if I had ace king beat, I wouldn't have raised you?
Next time play with ace king.
I want to re-raise all in before the flop, buddy. Think about it.
Oh, Devilfish is trying to get a call
Let's go
here.
down.
He's trying to convince him.
What do you mean there's something muck around? I can call here. I have ace 5, and I'm seriously thinking about calling. I saw the bluffs he made against me last year.
You declared your hand, you can't call. You said you'd call with ace king.
I think
doing an
ace 5 is
impression
good,
of a
to be
human
honest.
boiler. I like
You might have called my hand dead right here. Let's go, baby.
Jacked in. That's sick.
That's funny. You called my hand dead right and I bluffed him off the pot.
You're jacked.
I jacked
did,
him.
he
Yes, look, why I want to
He was
move on
one
with
pip
Jack, and
away
made it
from
20,000.
calling
I think
Devilfish's
he had-
hand. Now he's
you
trying to
serious?
He might
rile
have
Phill
had
up.
jack
Do you
8
see
and
this?
just got unlucky.
Jack.
Raise to 44.
Under the gun, I don't. It's four-handed. You know, if you haven't been active, be active, and so I like these kind of things. You're gonna win uncontested, you know, the lion's share of the time. But Hellmuth snap calls because he does have the snap call kind of hand.
I'm not going to check in the dark, though.
Yeah.
I might just fire out one time, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's a very good hand
All right.
for king.
Check.
For king 6 of diamonds.
Check.
Queen 5. See, it hits his range. When you make a bluff with queen 5, or you know, you try and get it, and all of a sudden, and now he'll check again because he's picked something up. But that range 9 through queen is
I think I
dangerous.
better bet big, really big here. I better bet 70,000.
That's a big bet. That is a big bet.
He's trying to get like a random 9-10 or something to fold.
The problem is, if there is a problem, is that Negreanu knows what big bets mean.
It means weak or.
I mean,
like
look at
protecting
that. How
yeah.
much does he know what big bets mean?
Wow, so sick.
That was a cold,
body language.
stone
This is-
cold call.
Check.
Check.
And
Check.
Hellmuth is going to freak.
King high.
He's going to freak.
This coupled with the other
He's
hand.
going to freak.
Called 70 dimes. Queen 5.
Explosion coming.
good against me. It's crazy. It doesn't matter though. Just one mistake is all I need. One queen 5 to be in bad shape for about 200.
Daniel's happier than a...
He really is.
It's one hand against Daniel. For God's sakes. He's out there with these freaking weird hands and I can't beat him. It's ridiculous. I know it's coming. I just, the blinds are getting high.
Yeah, it's gotta happen soon, right?
Yeah, it's gotta happen soon.
You run out of time.
That's all right. I like limp with ace king and it'll just ship like quickly with like king jack here or something weird.
King jack, yep, that's right. And then hope to
Maybe
spike a
let
jack.
That's okay. I don't mind. I really don't mind. I might be frustrated, but I am dangerous. Dangerous.
Are they getting it on here?
Jonathan folded 5 rag. Daniel folded queen 6.
I just want to bet 30 in the dark. I'm so steamed up. Check.
Wow, this is a pretty big hand for, I mean, to flop a straight draw. Oh, now he has a straight. He doesn't want the flush out there.
Negreanu's got a straight flush draw.
It's so crazy.
He's thinking, oh, if I
2
could
outs.
only be up against the ace of spades here.
I think he's going to call 30 and try and shut him down.
Is Hellmuth going to bounce out of his seat when the spade hits?
Yep. How did it just come?
Check.
Check.
It's gonna. You think he's value betting this?
He's just betting because it's Hellmuth.
And he knows that he's got the best hand. And it looks like it could be a higher spade for sure.
Oh. Flush. Straight flush draw. Yeah, I know it's funny. I know you have no clue where you are on these things. I know. It's real funny. But I played it perfect. Yeah, you played it great. Perfect. And spade, you guys drawing dead every pot we play our whole life. Daniel's drawing dead. And hits and hits and hits. Oh, I think I'll call you with a 5. I think I'll play this hand, that hand. Oh, 7s, I'm all in. Oh, I was a favorite in the last 8 hands I played. Yeah, you put all your money in with like 7s and 8s and hands. Ridiculously lucky to be a small favorite in all those pots. I gotta listen to this and take it all the time, and then he has to suck out on me.
From this. You know you can get abs from laughing?
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is really good stuff.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, forget doing like crunches.
Well, I was a favorite in the last 8 pots I played. I put my money in every time I have 7s.
Website.
Straddle.
So general straddle.
Yeah.
I'll over straddle. I'll over.
Double straddle from Tony.
You're taking away my straddle energy.
I'm not. I'm putting more money in there for
Okay,
the
let's see.
good
That
players.
that's like wasted
You
money.
can raise
now.
him. You can raise him comfortably, knowing that he hasn't looked at his cards.
Action folds to Rankowski, who's out. Phill Hellmuth, ace jack.
A lot of money out there already, and it's unopened.
Real money.
All right, I opened for the pot.
Pots it.
And you looked, right?
Well, I think I looked. Allegedly, I looked.
Tony.
I'm all in.
Pot limit, brah.
Without looking?
Without looking.
Pretty sure he looked.
Well, you can't be all in.
66.
Tony repots it with ace king.
All right. You slow down. You slow down a bit. Are you going to save the rest?
Not if he believes you haven't looked.
Hellmuth now facing a raise and an angle shot.
It's hard to believe that you always have a hand against me.
Look, you could see the flop and get rid of it as well. Right? You could play good.
Without looking too?
I'm not looking. I haven't looked. I don't care. I know it's a random hand, and I got a random hand.
Wow, all that talking makes me think he's strong. I was for sure going to call before that.
15 on top, Tony.
He's saying he hasn't looked though.
He most certainly looked. Did no one see him?
He's saying you didn't look?
Yeah, you wouldn't lie, Tony, would you?
I wouldn't lie. You can
There you
check
go.
my hand if you want. You can tell him the truth.
You didn't look at either card.
I haven't looked.
You promise?
Ask Joe. I mean, I haven't
I
looked.
can't say anything, but
I'm not going to look.
that's between you and Phil.
Says he hasn't looked. He hasn't looked.
I didn't
Do you believe him? Yeah. He said he hasn't looked. Only Joe looked.
Did you look at your cards at all? I mean, it's...
Look, the people at home know I haven't looked. Joe's looked at my
if
hand.
you haven't looked, it's kind of an easy decision for me here.
We can run it 10 times as well.
Well, if you haven't looked, I guess I'll just move in.
All
Phil ships and Tony calls.
All right, you're close. You're up there.
Oh, you lied.
Of course I lied. It's poker, Phil. What do you think this is?
That's messed up.
So messed up.
Wow.
What do you think, I'm blind? How many times do you want to run
Well, I asked you if you had looked or not.
it? You want to run it how many times?
I'll let you choose, Tony.
Three times.
I always lose, so. You kind of deserve to lose the first one.
I do deserve. I hope you win one.
Why would you lie? I mean, no, it's considered totally not uncool, man. I mean, it's not right.
I feel it's just a game.
That's etiquette, though. I mean, you don't
Phil,
say you were
what
blind
happens on this table in play is just a game. We tell whatever we want.
So
when do you
all
tell
the
the
rules
truth?
of poker are just thrown out the window
Well,
for you.
call the floorman. If you think my hand might be dead, then.
That's horrible etiquette to say you didn't look at your hand, and you know, this really bad etiquette. But
what do you think? I'm a kid? Phil.
We're talking about etiquette.
I'm
so
a poker
you're
player.
the kind of guy that goes to the golf course, and when someone's playing you a big money match, you scream in the middle of their backswing.
You think that's the same thing?
Yes. I know it's the same thing.
I don't
Listen,
think so.
if you pulled all the
We're
top players...
talking about the strength of our hand, and I'm selling
Let's
you...
just bet 100,000 if we pull the top 20 players. We'll ask about your etiquette. Or maybe we'll bet $250,000.
I can bet on myself, and I can be
Why don't
very
you just
happy
bet
with my
me?
own.
You know it's bad etiquette.
Phil, this is a poker TV
it's
show.
bad etiquette.
This is a poker TV show.
Well, don't argue with me then.
You
Don't try
coming
to
as
make
the best
excuses
player in
and
the world,
lie.
taking me on. You're
No,
coming in my
don't
house.
lie.
And I'm destroying you.
You
in
know it's
every
bad
part
etiquette.
of the game.
You don't say you haven't looked at your cards when you haven't looked at your cards. You don't do that.
Okay, well
it's
then
like
I'm
a
wrong.
rule of poker. It's like it's
Well, why'd you call?
horrible etiquette. Because I thought you hadn't looked at your cards.
Come on, Phil.
Well, if you want 25,000 this bad, you can have it.
You have to
How
pay
many times
attention
are we
to the
dealing?
game. Phil, if you're a professional player, you would pay attention to me looking at my hand. Will
Tony,
not
look,
you pay
if
attention?
this is the way you want to win, you can win this
I
way.
haven't done anything illegal. I looked at my hand. Everyone saw
No,
it.
when
that
you
paid
flop
attention.
straights and you say, I have a flush draw.
All right, you're a
ha, ha, ha,
policeman. Could you make a comment? We're doing it three
Okay,
times.
how many times? 3 times?
3 times. I admit that my
You deserve
etiquette
to lose the
is
first
terrible.
one again.
I do.
So you know, for that.
Karmically, he deserves to lose all 3. What a villain. I drink your milkshake.
So they're going to run it 3 times with the winner of each run taking a third of the pot. Flop. King 9 tray.
Tony pairs his king, Phil drawing nearly dead.
How happy are you now that it's not running once? If you ran it 11 times, you know you'd win like 4.
Phil taking the high road.
I'm gonna run 11 times.
I drink it up.
Turns a jack.
That's bad for me. I need that jack on the next round.
Yeah.
That's really bad
Well,
for me.
unless you get one now.
Yeah, unless I get
Means you
one
won't
now.
get any more. Win any more.
Terrible card for Phil. One less jack he can hit on the next run.
Give him the jack.
River, ace of diamonds.
That's kind of fair. Let's even out the deck a bit.
All right, so that's 1 down for Tony G.
Daniel Negreanu is our first alternate. He'll take Phil's seat if he busts and decides not to reload.
Phil's been felted 4 times on the show, only reloaded once.
You know, Phil, for me, I just want to undersell my hand. I don't know if the way I do it any way I can because it's a heads-up pot. That's me. I'm sorry that that's
You just
me.
admitted it was
I'm
bad
sorry
etiquette.
if I
You want to
bullied
retract?
the pot. I'm sorry if I bullied you. I'm sorry.
It's
I
not.
don't want to bully you. I'm
It's
sorry.
not.
I feel
Tony,
bad.
Look, no problem. Nice hand, man. I mean, you know, you showed your true colors, which is bad for you here.
Here comes flop number 2. 7, 5, 10. No help to Phil.
That's not
You
good.
really, I don't think you're the kind of guy that wants to show your true colors all the time.
No, it's just your true colors can't escape you. You are who you are, Phil.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's the way I am.
Turn number 2, ace of clubs.
Phil's not even holding a club, so no flush draw can save him. He's looking for one of the 2 remaining jacks.
River, another 5, and Tony G takes the second run.
Don't rush. Don't rush. We might keep you in.
This is just agonizing to watch.
I want you to have a win. I want you to come back. Come back and show your fans that you're a great player.
Captain Hook doesn't really want to kill Peter Pan.
Flop number 3. Queen, queen, king, and Phil picks up some outs.
Ooh, now he needs a 10 and backdoor spades.
Well, that's actually better. There's 4 10s. There was only 3 jacks.
Well, it's not bad. It's not bad. Like the 10's out as well.
Even if Phil hits the 10, Tony can still make a full house.
Something. I mean, and then a backdoor flush.
No space gone.
I have a good feeling about this one, but the math is just so strong against. How can I get there?
No, you'll get there.
How can I get there?
You will. You will.
It's just too.
Everyone wants you to get there.
Turn 7, no help to Phil.
Okay, the last 10. 3 10s. You can take insurance too.
Got another needle from Tony.
Our final river, Phil's gonna need a 10. It's a jack.
Whoa, you got there!
That's not cool.
No, he didn't.
No. Sorry. I was just joking, Phil. Did you believe me again? Was
No,
that bad
I didn't
etiquette
believe you.
too?
So Tony, so look, you're loaning me 50,000, right?
Yeah.
Okay, look, I don't accept it.
Okay, no problem.
But good game, man.
All right, I'm sorry, Phil. I really am. I'm sorry. I think you should retire. I think it's over. I think you're not there anymore, Phil.
Good thing we did. All right, thanks.
I think you should take your coach, get a tandem bike, and get the hell out of here.
This is awful. What Tony's doing is horrific.
I think it's bike time. You know it. Take your man, and you boys start driving the bike like this. You guys are outclassed. You don't belong in this level, Phil.
Can you believe he lied about his hand?
Yeah,
Have you ever seen that in a high-limit game in your life? Tell the truth.
It's extremely strong because it's something you would never do.
Have you ever seen someone lie about their hand when they say they're in the blind? Ever in your life? Tell the truth.
No, I've never.
It's horrible etiquette. That's how he has to beat me, lying about stuff? I mean, he's crossed a lot of lines. That's the worst one ever.
Bye, guys.
I mean, for him to buy that is just incredible.
Worst etiquette ever. So
Raise again. Raise them all, Fish. Every pot.
Cool. Pass.
Mr. Bate.
Pass.
Checking.
Check. Check. $6,000. Called. Check. 14,000.
Raise it.
Raise. $26,000 more.
All in.
All in.
Fishy, fishy, fishy. Who knew I'd make a full house this early in the game, buddy? I think it's bye-bye, Phil. I don't know how I can lay this down.
You're the best.
I'm trying to lay this down, but I can't do it. How much does he have? Did he turn nines full on me?
$53,000.
Wow. This is sick. Well, this is what it's going to take to get me out of the Premier League. Hands like this one, I guess. I can't lay this down. Sixes full is good.
Here's 5.
No, I had nothing. Not even a pair. 7-8, I made a straight in the end.
Really?
Yeah.
You had 7-8?
Made a straight in the end.
Sucked into.
Made a straight in the end. Fish. What the
I feel bad for you, Phil. I feel bad.
I flapped a full house.
Queen, queen, 8, 2 spades. Hellmuth checks. Andre checks.
everybody's missed, which means Donnie's pair of fives is best. He's looking at a continuation bet, even though this is going to be the best hand a decent percentage of the time.
Donnie makes it 8,500.
So far this week, Phil's had a hard time laying down ace high on the flop, especially to Donnie.
How deep are you?
A little less than 100 to start the hand.
Donnie's into the big game for over 150K, so he's still down over 50.
Phil calls. Andre folds.
Donnie actually doesn't look very strong, which is surprising because his hand isn't strong enough for him to be trying to look weak on purpose.
6 of spades on the turn, giving Hellmuth the nut flush draw, and he checks.
At this point, both players probably will want to just have a cheap showdown.
There's the check by Donnie. The river, the 7 of diamonds.
Phil still only got ace high.
Hellmuth checks.
Looks like Donnie's struggling with thoughts of value betting his 5s. He has to wonder what worse hands will call him.
Stern checks.
Ace king.
And Stern wins a pot of more than 34 grand.
Pretty good check there.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
This is my favorite part.
He had a lot of outs there. Same man, same.
I think you could have bluffed him too. I think
Of course
Daniel's
I
gonna
could have
fold.
bluffed
If you
him,
bet
but-
the river, you're gonna fold, right, Donnie?
He called the river.
If he bet
for sure.
if he bet $2,200,
I would have raised.
he could have bet 2,200, I think.
Yeah.
You guys are never smart enough to raise the right amount.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Man.
That's just Phil's way of saying, nice hand, sir.
No, it wasn't.
Well, Phil ends up with the snowman
now.
now. When you make a joke. So
Yeah, I will let you know if I make a joke.
Okay.
I'm just gonna call Phil.
That's
Tune in next week. He might make a
That's
joke.
the kind of call that Juha made that shows he knows what kind of hands Phil is capable of limping in with, right?
Because he's taking his position and just call and not risk anything. See the flop, see what he's gonna do.
Nice flop for Juha.
Yes.
Check.
7,000.
7,000.
Now Juha is under pressure. Does Phil have ace queen?
Cool. Pass.
With 2 players behind you, I mean, are you surprised that he just called? Juha, I mean, would you have preferred to raise?
Look.
What's Sharp gonna do?
What is?
He just got ducks.
It's funny, isn't it?
I mean, an ace could come, and Eddie still wouldn't know if he's ahead or behind. Well, he is ahead.
Look at the diamond aces coming, and look at Phil is trying
No,
to
he
use the ace.
cannot. He cannot. He's squelched here.
27,000.
He's betting out. That's great poker play, but on the wrong moment.
It's a risky.
He's walking into a monster.
Do you think? I mean, does Juha regret that he didn't raise this flop?
He don't know where he stands. He think if he puts Phil on a queen ace, then he think he have only a diamond draw, and he have to put 27,000. I think it's a great bet from Phil, not knowing that Eddie hits his ace and still in there.
I mean, Marcel, I mean, that 27,000, it's such a big bet. That, I mean, Juha would never imagine that Phil's bluffing here.
No.
It's not like him in 4,000, is it?
No, Juha is counting the pot and his odds. If he will get the rest, if he get pot odds to call it, and he got like 11 outs according to his imagination.
Geez, he could fold here.
It's unreal.
Cool.
He calls it. Look, Eddie. What Eddie said. Wow. Eddie called a bet, improved, and now facing the fact he don't know he has the best hand. But he certainly cannot just call this one. So he need to stick it in or fold a 2 pair, aces and deuce, because he might walk into aces and queens. And he's only 2 cards. Of course, Phil is pretending that he have the biggest hand, betting it out even when the ace came. I like the play of Phil very much.
So stupid. Yes. I mean, Eddie's decision here, the fact that he's got 8 points right now. Wow.
Yeah, I told you he feels like.
And now Juha's the favorite, but Phil could win this on the river.
Yes, of
Phil
course.
could win it on the river.
Yes, he played great. This is a great play of Phil.
He has to bet. If the die.
He have to bet it now to win it. And he goes all in.
Oh my. Oh my, you're kidding me. You are kidding me. There's 91,000 in there. He cannot check, can he?
Well, he cannot win if he checks it.
24,000.
Oh, and Juha's under pressure too. He's only got 2 points. I mean, he can't.
He played his hand great. He played this hand really nicely, and you was gonna lay down. Look, he's counting. He goes like he don't feel like he have a chance to win this one, but
this is the biggest pot of the Premier League for Phill Hellmuth and for Juha.
Yes. It's great play. It's great play. You have to admit that he took the use of the ace, betting it out on the flop like he had the ace queen, followed up when the ace hit, walking into a situation where he looks at this possible straight, and he still bet it. That's the only weak spot what Juha could imagine. That why should Phill still bet it if a straight comes out there? But Phill knows Juha cannot have played 10 king.
Oh my. And if Juha calls here, he could be knocking Phill Hellmuth out of this Premier League.
It's a big decision. And it's a great play for Phill Hellmuth. Without a doubt. And I think Juha's going to lay down.
He wants to see it. He wants to see it.
Do you have Queen Jack of Diamonds?
No.
Oh no, now Phil's talking to him.
If I had that, I would have called you in a second. But
oh, Phill opened his mouth.
I did raise on the flop.
Phill opened his mouth.
Phill opened his mouth.
Oh, you got it.
Oh, he opened his mouth.
I think he had him up till then.
He gave it away, opening, and look how Eddie Sharp must feel now.
Yeah. Good call. Yeah, but he knew I was about to call. That's why he tried. That was his last weapon.
Oh, then he started
Why
to
did he
talk.
open his mouth?
He opened his mouth to start to talk, and then he gave Juha the touch. Juha didn't feel like it.
You know, Phil, if you didn't save that 5,000 to yourself, I might have laid it down.
Boy, oh boy, Juha.
Well, that's the truth.
You are really special, buddy. You find a way to needle find a way to needle somebody when you beat them for all their chips.
I'm not needling you.
You're not needling me.
No.
It was obviously a needle. You might not understand that for some reason, but clearly it was a needle.
Okay. Well, sorry if it was. Wasn't meant to be.
I don't mind.